Doug Pelton. I'm the CEO of Priologic, and I've got Rod Appledorn here, my presenter, who's going to help us out. We're here to present easyRTC, which is a bundle of open source WebRTC joy. So we're hoping just after Christmas that you'll be playing with our bundle. Next slide. So just a little bit about Priologic. We're actually a services company. We provide dedicated enterprise software teams to large Fortune 500 type companies. We're located in Victoria, BC, Canada. We're a 9-year-old company, so we're not a startup. We're completely self-funded, and we had a potential client talk to us the other day about WebRTC, so we got immediately interested. We like new clients. So next. So we started a team on it on spec to get our knowledge of WebRTC up. And a couple days in, I went over to the team and I said, "Is it ready yet?" And Eric, who's a very nice fellow, he kind of coached it. He said, "Well, WebRTC is still leading edge. It's a little harder to get started than you think, Doug." And then we had a whole bunch of discussion about things like stun servers and all the stuff you have to put on the back end in order to get your own service working in-house. So you can get something working using Google's App Engine, which they provide, but to bring it in-house, it's a little bit more difficult. So it reminded me of the early days of Linux, when it took weeks, or at least a week, of really smart guys to install. And so we're kind of at that level with WebRTC on the back end right now. So we thought to ourselves, well, how do we make WebRTC easy? So we went through a number of different opportunities, pain points that we discovered in our investigations. So a server install, that's one we identified. There's lots of problems to be worked out between mobile browsers and inter-browser communication. The JavaScript API, although everybody's been saying it's easy, I don't think it's easy. What I'm thinking about, in order to make WebRTC really go global, really go big, it's got to be accessible to web developers who have mostly HTML and JavaScript skill. So on the back end, that's not their bailiwick right now. So the demo applications, there's lots of demo applications, but getting ones that work really well, that would be nice. Multi-way video, as soon as we got into it, we tried to do a 3-way or a 4-way talk. I don't know, have we seen any 3- or 4-way talks, video going today? I don't think we did, maybe one, without using a traditional SIP sort of, like there's kind of two camps here. There's people who've been using SIP for a long time, they're very experienced, and then there's the WebRTC, and when you marry those two, it's just a little bit of a line extension. So we've taken the position that we're going to be pure WebRTC. So a little different tone to our demonstration than others. So tuning bandwidth, rapid evolution, all sorts of stuff going on. It's really moving rapidly towards a mainstream product. So this was a concept we came up with. We thought, well, we could put together this bundle. It could have a server install that anybody could do on either your on server or on the cloud. It could have a JavaScript API that was simplified, take all the gnarly stuff and hide it. And it could have sample applications that worked with that. And we could make it open source so that anybody could take this home over the holidays, throw their server up in an hour, that's our hope, and start building applications against it. Next slide. So for this easyRTC demo, we've got our first easyRTC sample app. Now it consists of easyRTC.js. That's all the gnarly stuff. So there's about 500 lines of JavaScript. Then it has a main.js, and that has just the application JavaScript, the part that we as developers on the web side would muck with. We don't have to write it, we just have to make changes to it, right? And then we have index.html, which just has the HTML. So there's a variety of technologies we've used. One thing we used was the Google App Engine, and I don't know if we're going to use that forever, but we ran into a problem just before the demo. The Google App Engine we were using conked out on us for whatever reason. I don't know whether it's an issue connecting to it or what. So we were really fortunate that we got really smart engineers, and they downloaded it and got it running on one of their laptops. So that's a lot like what we'd like to deliver in an open source package, and we're going to try and demonstrate that. So there's 2 demos that we've got. On Sunday, we did a full live demo in our offices in controlled conditions where we were almost sure we could get it given enough takes. And we're going to play that. It's a videotape. It'll take about a minute and a half. And then we're going to attempt the live demo here, multi-way. So, Rod, I'll pass it over to you to run the...
Did you want to take a quick look at the code first?
Oh, yeah. Go next slide. Okay, sorry. I threw this in at the last minute. I noticed there's a lot of developers here. So that's the HTML code for what you're going to see. Don't read it all. And next page, that's the JavaScript code. So pretty simple. Probably not very many lines you'd have to change to modify it, put your logo on there, and you can show your boss something really interesting. Okay, on to the demo.
Hi there, and welcome to Priologic and our easyRTC demo.
Hey, Rob.
Hey, Miles. Hi, Miles.
Hey, Eric. Hi, Rod. Okay, guys, thanks for joining in for the daily scrum. Just want to remind you we're working towards a mid-December target. So who's up first?
I'll go. Following up on nightly browser builds, and then on to moving off App Engine.
Okay, good.
Me, I'm working on hardening the API, then getting a few test cases and user demos going to go along with those.
Okay, good stuff.
Anyone have blocks?
I've got a few, but I'm working through them.
All right.
Okay.
I'm currently block free. I'll let you know if I get any.
Okay.
Okay, is there anything else, guys?
Nope.
Okay, I think that'll cover it for today. We'll meet tomorrow for our next scrum, same time, same place.
Will do.
Thanks, guys.
Yeah.
Thanks for watching. You can check us out at the WebRTC Conference and Expo in San Francisco.
Whew, we made it through that live demo. So that was our backup, knowing that Riley can come into the room, especially when you're... Now, here we are actually seeing live one. So Eric's just over there, Rod's here. Are we going to have a couple other guys try to join?
Yep, hopefully we're going to get this going. We did have a few issues, and we're hoping to avoid the snap. We are running on the Canary, so things can be a little bit funny. But let's see if we get another one in here. I can see a couple people trying out. Yeah, there we go.
There's Miles.
Just because we were afraid of that part. Normally he would be able to say hello.
So we got a
Give us a hi.
we got a three-way. Is Rob coming or? Do we know?
Yep, Rob is on his way. Maybe. He's over in the back. Hopefully the Wi-Fi works. We had to actually get this to work on a local subnet in order to run it locally on our own laptop, so it can be a little bit funky. So just to prove it's live, I figured we've only got a minute left, so I figured I'd start a wave.
Yeah, the wave.
And nothing from Miles. What a guy. All right.
Okay, that's great. Maybe we can go on to the next slide.
Sure.
Flip back. So this is three-way. There's quite a few connections. When you get a four-way, you're dealing with 6 connections. When you got a two-way, you're dealing with one peer-to-peer connection. So we're actually written down as Priologic. Our name is Priologic. So when you vote for Priologic, and that'll be us. We're in booth 19 over here on the left, and we need some followers. We're brand new. We just built this over the last little while. So thank you very much.